is that in teaching stance, you're building a foundation. Just like a building, you don't want to start at the top of the building and build downward. You want to build the foundation, and you want to build it as strong as you can. And in doing so, it will make your building a lot more durable. And it's the same thing with boxing. If the structure is, if the foundation is good, the boxer will be good. So Mike, if you would, face the audience here, and let me show him the correct stance. Okay, now as you can see, he has his left foot out front. He's a right-handed boxer. So if you're left-handed, you want to just turn the other way and get your right foot out front. But basically, this entire segment will be done on with the right-hander as the person to demonstrate this stuff. So he's going to have his left foot out front, and his right foot facing this way right here, not like this, or not like this, but at an angle to the right here. Okay, now his feet are the width of his shoulders. That's how far apart they are. They are the width of his shoulders. Now, just let your arms hang down, Mike. Now, tuck your chin. Just let your chin hang down. Now, the idea in this is anything he does in boxing, when he walks in the gym, he walks in with his chin down, and when he walks out with his chin down, and when he gets outside, he can lift it back up. Otherwise, everything he does in this gym is with his chin down. Okay, he's got his weight distributed so that his weight is right here. If you just drew a straight line to where his weight is, it's right here. It's distributed perfectly right between his feet. And he's got his weight right here, okay? Right now, the next thing, of course, is hand position. So I'm going to take his right hand and I'm going to put his thumb on his chin right here, and you'll note that the hand is open. I'll get to why it's open later on, but basically, when you're in your stance, you have open hands, so that actually it's to pair punches with and to do several other things with, but we'll get to that. But you notice his thumb is on his chin is down, and now he's going to bend his legs, both legs. There you go, just a little bit right there, and his right elbow is against his body. Now that should be fairly simple. You're looking at this and saying, yeah, well, that ain't nothing to that. I can do it, okay? Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to take his right hand and left hand, raise it up to eye level, right here, eye level, and his arm straight up and down this way. It's not this way, and it's not way out here. I doubt if it could go out that way, could it? Okay, but basically it's straight up and down, and he gives you an avenue right up the middle. If you're going to hit him, you're going to have to hit him up the middle. And that's what the hands are for, okay? So his elbow's in on his right side, his left hand is eye level, and now he is ready to box. Tilt your head this way, get your head straight a little bit. See, now you don't want to expose this side of your face. You want to be looking, they want to be looking right at his nose, right here. That's what you want to be looking at. And you want to frame this in right here. Okay, now then. So now the next step, and you can look in the mirror, you can get in the mirror, and you can just get in your stance, check it out, see that your nose is straight ahead here, not this way, don't expose this. Once you get this right here and you got your legs bent and you feel comfortable with that, the next thing is to get in your rhythm. Now, the idea in getting in a rhythm, you can drop your hands now, Mike. The idea in getting in a rhythm here is so that you can initiate all your punches once you learn them. Now, this rhythm right here is something that you should feel real comfortable with. It's actually going from your left foot to your right foot and keeping the weight in the center here, if you'll note. Now, I'm not picking up my right foot or picking up my left foot. All I'm doing is just barely bouncing right here. Now, what this is doing is shoving my weight forward and back, forward and back. Note my chin right here, forward and back. Should be really relaxed. Let's see you do that, Mike. Put your hands down. There you go, chin down. All right. Now, the purpose in this is so that you can get your punches off correctly, so that you're not setting flat-footed, and when you get hit, you absorb every bit of the punch. This is to keep you flexible so that you can throw your punches and work out of a good, strong rhythm. All right, Mike, now get in your stance again. Now get in your rhythm. Okay, that's good. That's good. You note that his weight stays right here. All right, now, So what you have here is you have a good, solid foundation in which to build your repertoire of punches off of, or your arsenal. We'll call it your arsenal. Your arsenal of punches are done from this stance in this rhythm. And we'll get into later on different types of rhythms and how to offset them, but this is just your basic fundamental rhythm. Let's do that one more time, Mike, just to show them. Get in your stance, get in your rhythm. Okay, now then, good. All right, now you want to learn this before you learn to throw any punches. And now you're going to see why it's important that you have this before learning the first punch. And that first punch, of course, is going to be a left jab. The left jab is the most important punch in boxing. It sets up the opponent for the next punch, and just about every combination should start and end with a left hand, because at the end of the combination, your weight should be right back to where it started. And that, again, comes back to distribution of weight. Okay, get in your stance. Okay, now what I'm going to have you do, Mike, turn toward me right here. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's do this the other way. You get on this side. Let me get over here. Now get in your stance. And what I want you to do, I'm going to show you the path of the left jab before you do anything else, before you're doing any kind of rhythm. Now, you ready? The idea here is to this is just like a spring in his elbow. This is just going to push right here, and his chin is going to go right behind that shoulder. Do it again, right here. Just push, boom. You notice we're not moving his feet yet, okay? And he's gripping right on the end, boom, just like that. You notice his hands are open and they grip right on the end, all right? Just like that. There's nothing to it. Okay, now then, get in your stance. Get in your rhythm, and every time you come down on your left foot, I want you to jab my hand. There you go, right there. Now stop. Now you'll notice that he's jabbing this way open-handed, but now that is not the way the punch is going to land. He's doing this to demonstrate so it don't hurt my hands. The punch is landing this way, not this way, but this way with his hand rolled over. That's how the jab lands. Okay, get in your stance, get in your rhythm. Okay, now every time you come down that left foot, I want you to jab. There you go. There you go. Now you notice that his weight goes back to the center after each punch. You notice that his head does not come forward all the way over his left foot. It's staying back in the middle, and his right foot is shoving his weight forward. Now watch that foot and that hand hit at the same time if you can here. See here? It's hitting at the same time. Stop. Okay. So now what you have is you have your basic stance. Let's see your stance. Your basic rhythm. And your left jab right here. Boom. Right there. Right there. Now that could not be done any more perfect than that. Now like I say, there are several variations of jabs, but this is the correct way to learn a left jab. If you learn it this way, and you're able to do it this way, and you do enough repetition so that it's automatic, it's easy to change the different positions and different things you want to do to vary your left jab. But this is the correct way to do it. All right? So now, if you would, Mike, face the audience here.